gamer dude!
Aha!
So, the end of an era. It looks like the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games series is truly done. Remember when I made that Where is Mario and Sonic Paris 2024 video? The Olympics have already started and nothing has been announced. So, what gives? Well, we may now know why, and it is kinda very sad to see. And ridiculous. Okay, you see, in the past few days, a staff member who worked on the Mario and Sonic titles, Lee Cocker, has revealed that the license agreement to make games with Mario and Sonic was not renewed after Tokyo 2020, and there are no plans for any future games. There was no license to grab for these games, and that is why we don't have any title this year. Not even a console video game with human avatars instead. And you wanna know the reason why? Well, it was because the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, ended the partnership with Nintendo and Sega in order to look for different partners. And those partners were esports and NFTs.
What?
Ew! Excuse me?
Yeah, they cut ties with two iconic game icons that they would know will get people into getting this game and grabbing for that. This. Why? Just why?
Why not?
Currently, they are partnered with a company that made that Paris 2024 mobile game that I showed you in my previous video until 2028 to 2030. And you guessed it, it uses NFTs. I don't understand how and why they would do this. It is silly to think that this would bring more money in and get more people interested in gaming. Why? This also feels a bit sad, as this is currently the one series where it has all these characters together. You can pair and mix up any matchup characters together and have them work to win the event. I remember when the first one came out, it was something special, because it was the one time that we had Mario and Sonic and only Mario and Sonic characters together. The commercials they had, they were funny. I mean, hearing Charles Martinet and Jason Griffith talk was, insulting each other a little bit. It was funny. I loved it. I loved it very, very much. And then I always enjoyed seeing the opening cinematics. You may not like the Olympics series, because it's just the Olympics and not a true crossover, but you can't help but smile seeing these play on your TV. I also like the little story modes that they ever gave us, with a little dialogue. It was the one time seeing the characters interact like this, and I liked seeing that. It was cool. It was fun. I love both Olympic and Winter Games. And these games, it got me more into the real-life Olympics too. It was fun to play during those times. Another thing that the IOC should have realized was a great selling point. The series, though, did drop in the fun factor after London and Vancouver. I still somewhat enjoyed the games, well, some of them, but nothing really screamed for anything new or drawing me in, besides it being another Mario and Sonic game. And it didn't help that it had many things drawing it back. It started to lose its edge. Sochi was beyond not good, and then we stopped getting the Winter Games thanks to losing that license to Ubisoft. And then Rio wasn't super good, it was fine-ish. And then Tokyo was okay, but I wish it was better, as it was definitely not a good game to end the series on. At least they did try with the story mode, the small mini-games, and then giving specific outfits to everyone. Plus, there was a lot of potential, or rather, missed potential in the roster. I was so certain we'd see Storm finally get in, or Charmy, or Pauline getting her chance. Oh yeah, also, she never got her chance to be in the series. Ugh, man. Should've put her in Tokyo. We were stuck with the same roster of 20 since 2010. And we never knew why they kept restricting the new characters. But now, we actually do know why. Apparently, according to Lee, when I asked him this privately, the reason why we never got the new characters to be fully playable was due to technical limitations, so they had to restrict them. They could only do so much with what they had. Wow, man, that sucks. I don't know why they couldn't just try to fix the limitations or try to upgrade the tech or widen the range of limitations, especially by the Switch era. maybe it was because of the budget for these games. I mean, again, they can only do so much, but if you can make, unique clothing for everyone and the characters in the last game, surely you can make them be fully playable, but again, maybe limitations and didn't have enough for the budget and stuff. If this really was the reason, then that really sucks. The full roster really reached its limit with only 20 and can only hold so much. Darn. The Dream events and the Olympics were the highlights, and honestly, they should have just made a game with all Dream events in my opinion. I will say though, it is weird not to be playing a new title during the Summer Olympics for this year. The locations would have been nice, and for crying out loud, we have breakdancing as an Olympic event this year. Mario and Sonic do that all the time. Luigi missed out too, and Waluigi. Hello, moonwalking? Come on. What I would have given to see a breakdancing Shadow or Eggman. The amount of people praising and memeing all the characters breakdancing, oh my god. But, it is what it is. If it ever comes back, I doubt it, but if it ever does, great. I welcome it with open arms. But hey, maybe something good can come from this. Now, maybe Sega and Nintendo can come together and give us a much preferred crossover. Remember, this doesn't mean we won't ever get a crossover between them. It just means we won't get a crossover game in the Olympics. We still could get a proper crossover game with them. Like I said before, do an RPG with a roster of the cast together. It would be great. For what it's worth, I will miss this series. It was fun while it lasted. It had its highs and then its lows. It tried something new, bringing these iconic characters together, and it kind of succeeded. A lot of fans are very upset by this. What are your thoughts about this recent news, and how do you feel about the series being gone for good? Let me know in the comments, and as a final say, Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, this series, I will miss you.